Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading. So if you're not Pisces at all, and you're like, why did this even come into my feed? Why did the algorithm recommend this for me? Because it's for you, even if only this one time. This is a message that comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. This is Eight of Cups is the card of I don't care anymore. You know, it doesn't have any value left for me, and I'm not excited by it, so I'm not going to put any energy into it anymore. And so I'm walking away. I'm walking away because it doesn't hold any satisfaction for me anymore. When it comes in reverse, it's actually a lot more positive. It's a lot more, I'm so glad I walked away from what was draining me. One of the best decisions I could have ever made. And what this here is the eclipse, is an eclipse. So it implies it's around the new moon. Well, there's a new moon that's coming on December 30th in Capricorn. And we have another eclipse here, and this is your energy, Pisces. This is the Pisces card. It's the moon card. You're going to be surprised by how happy you are that you walked away from something, because what's coming around the new moon, we see another eclipse here. It's okay. So this new moon, I don't want to misquote. It's not this new moon coming is in Capricorn. It's on December 30th. It's not an eclipse, but it is a new moon. And like solar eclipses only happen on new moons because it's when the moon conjuncts the sun. So we're referencing here two references now to a new moon, as well as change. And the fact that the Eight of Cups is in reverse is telling me that there is a very positive change that's coming into your life because you got rid of something, because you walked away from something. Because you walked away from what was no longer fulfilling you, you're going to get a surprise. You're going to be very surprised, or you're going to be very surprised by the fact that you don't care anymore. And you're happy that you don't care anymore. And you're happy that you're not wasting time anymore because there's a new surprise coming into your life. The reason why we get happy we walked away from something is because we realize it left space for something new. And there's something new coming to you. We have the Five of Pentacles. So it implies that maybe what you had to walk away from was draining you. Or what you did was you took everything you had and you put it into something to almost invest in it. This sense of faith, this sense of I'm going to put all my all in. I'm going to do everything I can to put something into something. And now I have to plant the seeds. And now I have to see what happens. Okay, so you put your all into something and nothing happened. The Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles coming out is telling me that you put your all into something and nothing is happening. And so I guess what you're being told, or at least suggested by the universe right now, is you know what you need to leave behind. You know that something isn't working and it isn't good and it isn't right. But there's a lot of pride here that you have, Pisces. A lot of pride in that I have to make this work. I have to keep this going. But it's taking a lot out of you to do it. So this is going to be different for all of you. This is going to be different. Some of you, you're going to be like with your work, your job, your career, a new project that you're, a new project that you're working on. Like, a lot of you are going to be like that's what I'm talking about, is what's become that heavy burden. You could, in some ways, have become a martyr to keep this going, this burden, a heavy burden, taking on a lot of financial responsibilities that are getting you nowhere, like thinking that you have to do it all by yourself, even though it's getting you nowhere, even though nothing is really happening. There is that sense of I think you walked away from something because of all these things, because you were putting all these pressures on yourself. You were carrying too much. Maybe you were carrying too much to use this as pride. Like I said, the martyr card, this sense of I've got to do it all to show that I can do anything at all, right? But it's going to give you strength, or it's given you strength. It's taken a lot of strength for you to face something, for you to face this, for you to come into connection with the worst and the best of who you are. And in some ways, you did this intentionally to test your purpose, to test if you could or if you couldn't. And I'm telling you right now, it's putting a huge strain on you financially, right? It's putting a huge strain on you financially. Somebody's coming after you. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of watch your finances, watch your money. And it's saying don't try to be the martyr here. Don't let somebody get onto your good side or play on your emotional side, because they're not doing it for the sake of you. They're doing it to hurt you, to harm you. There was malintent here. Maliciousness. And somebody put it all on you. And for some reason it didn't get anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. Well, that's because they were trying to rob you. They were trying to hurt you. So what you need to do in this energy, let me just stop right now. What you need to do in this energy is to stop the burdens. Put all the wands down. Be done. You know, the 10 of Wands is, I'm exhausted. The 10 of Wands, because wands are all about action and energy. Well, the 10 of Wands is, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted because I let too much into my life. I took too much on my shoulders. And that's why the 8 of Cups is the first card that came out. This is the confirmation, my friends, that you were correct to walk away from the situation you walked away from, because it was intentionally harming you. It wasn't making you stronger. It was attacking your strength. It wasn't proving that you could do something. It was keeping you from doing all that you could by overburdening you. So there's this sense of, good on ya. You were correct to let this go. And if you haven't let it go yet, you must let it go. You must let it go, and you must do it now, because this is very toxic energy. Very toxic energy. And it is absolutely not where you were supposed to be or what was intended for you. You know, it's almost like it was against God's plan. But not only that, it was a sense of you weren't in control of the situation. You weren't in control of anything. It was taking advantage of your strength. Damn. So what does Pisces do now? Watch out around the new moon. What does Pisces do now? You got to make a decision or get higher counsel for the things that you don't know or understand. The fact that 2 swords came out shows me that this is not a time to be emotional. This is a time to be logical and objective. Because if you get your emotions into it, somebody is going to try to get at you for it. Somebody's going to try to use you or manipulate you. So ultimately, it's remain very objective. this could be a judge, this could be a lawyer, this could be a police officer, this could be a soldier, this is somebody who is known for their wisdom, for their education, for their intellect, and they have a clear mind and they make really clear decisions. You need some external counsel because you're very confused right now. There's like something here where you can't make a choice or you can't make a decision. So it's almost like you need to be able to make a decision, but you could, but watch out because you don't understand the whole situation. There is justice that will come in, but get this outside counsel because you don't know everything that you need to know. And it's also telling you, until you know anything from this point on, shut down communication. Don't talk. Stop saying things. Don't give away any more of, like, it's almost like stop saying things. Make the decision to not talk about this situation. And then it's like let justice come in and handle it. You are being attacked, my friends, somehow, some way. And ultimately, you need to protect yourself. That's what the cards are saying. And one of the first things you do, you're confused. A lot of the stuff, this is a confirmation, a lot of the stuff that's been thrown in your direction is sent at you as a smokescreen. It's sent to you to distract you. Right? So be like, okay, what you need to do here is I'm confused. So I'm going to get the help of somebody who is not confused. And stop talking. Stop shut it down. Stop trying to make this decision. Stop speaking about it. Just stop. And instead, get somebody else in there. Get somebody else in there to make a choice, make a decision, because somebody's trying to smokescreen you. This is an energy of the fact that somebody knows that justice is sort of on your side. And so they want to try to confuse you or distract you away from that. They want to try to convince you that that's not the case. Somebody is trying to smokescreen you. And that's why you have to walk away from the situation, or it's about a situation you just walked away from. And because you just walked away from it, somebody's angry and pissed and they want to be hurtful. But it's almost like, okay, shut down the contact. Don't say anything. Don't let them know your next move, because they will show up to try to defeat you. They will show up to try to like rip you apart. The more they know, the less strength you have. The more they're going to drain you. I'm telling you right now, you're not dealing with you're not in an honest situation or dealing with honest people. Just to let you know. That's just to let you know. Who is this Five of Swords? Who is this Five of Swords? First of all, this to me always speaks of the beginning of the new year. So the beginning of the new year is coming. Oh my God. I went hiking yesterday with my son. It was awesome. But my hair got completely clumped. So I'm looking at it. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? The World card. Who is this person? There's somebody who changed your world. This is also the energy of you've closed down. It's somebody that has to do with the fact that you've closed a chapter in your life and you're trying to start another one. This is an ending. Something is over with this person. This person could be a Scorpio, but something is over with this person. Something is toxic. There was a toxicity here. And it's completely done. Completely done. new start, new beginning is coming to you. And that's why you're going to be so, once again, confirmation. That's why you're going to be so happy. Something happened maybe even in Sagittarius season, but there's a new start or a new beginning that's going to help to balance everything out. And you're going to be so happy that you let go of this toxic situation. Maybe there is this person who wants to start over it, start a new leaf. They had been deceptive or manipulative in the past. They had hurt or harmed you. But I think what this is a message to say is, no, I think this is your situation. You're going to be very, very happy that you released a toxic person or a toxic situation. And because the stuff, I don't think you, let me say this to you. I don't think you even realized everything that had been stolen from you because you were working so hard to keep it all together and you were so drained. I don't think you even realized what was being stolen from you. You're about to get it all back. You're about to enter into a situation in your life where the toxicity is just done. And once you start healing from that, you're going to see this beautiful breakthrough. This beautiful opportunities are going to start to come into your life because whoever was draining your abundance is out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes God protects your blessings for you because you're in the middle of a shitty situation and it's almost like, please God, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. And you're like, first you got to help yourself and you got to get out of that shitty situation. And as soon as you get out of that shitty situation, it's like your whole life starts to heal. And opportunities start to flood into you and you start to get all the yeses that you've yearned for. And it's just because there's this energy of, you know what? Somebody was shitty to you in the past and it's being reconciled now because you decided to move yourself out of a shit situation. You told the universe, no, this is not where I want to be. This is not who I am. And now you're finally aligned with what the universe actually wants for you. And you're going to start to see these beautiful opportunities come in that really make your life better. There's an opportunity coming in for you around the change of the year. Around the change of the year. And the change of the year is, it's so cool how we have a new moon, like right on New Year's Eve. It's a great way to kick off a new year, to plant a new seed. And a new seed is about to be planted for you, one that is going to grow and make something that you thought was impossible actually work out. And whatever was stolen from you in the past, it's going to give that back to you. Something about you can't move forward. You're still having a hard time moving forward from something. It's mental. You're stuck in something. So you're going to have to move forward in faith and just trust that your mind isn't in the right place. Oh. It's saying that you're stuck here. You can't find a way forward. You can't find a solution because of the intentional distraction. Because people are fucking with you so bad. Because you're letting yourself get distracted by all these confusing, superfluous things. You're trying to solve these little problems. And in reality, God wants you to know these little problems aren't yours. Stop trying to solve them. Walk away, because this is almost like intentional distraction to keep you from your greatest good, to keep you from figuring things out. It's like it's overwhelming your mind with all this piddly shit. Figure out these problems. You're distracting yourself with all this little shit so that you aren't moving forward on the big stuff. And it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from figuring out what you need to figure out. Your mind is too confused because you're being distracted by fighting all these little battles. Stop fighting the little battles. You don't understand them. You don't know them. You're not equipped to figure them out. Go let somebody else figure them out for you and focus on what you're good at. Then you'll start being able to move forward. Let's go into the extended. I'll see you guys there.